Just a few years ago, Alexis Sanchez was one of the most electrifying players in the world. Strong, sharp, and with an uncanny eye for goal. But then came the move to Manchester United, the transfer that should have marked the pinnacle of his career. Instead, things took a drastic turn, and the sparkle that made him shine so bright seemed to fade away. But here's the thing, people seem to have forgotten just how phenomenal he really was. From the streets of Tocopilla, a struggling city in Chile, to the world stage, his rise was anything but ordinary. Everyone who knew Alexis as a child praised him for his raw talent. Two magical feet that left people in awe. Yet becoming a professional footballer from such humble beginnings seemed nearly impossible. That's when fate stepped in. His school teacher, seeing the undeniable potential in young Alexis, went above and beyond, pulling every string possible to secure him a trial with Cobreloa. And as you'd expect, it didn't take long for the world to take notice. Alexis rapidly climbed the ranks, getting promoted to the senior team. He made his professional debut in February, and just a month later, on March 18, 2005, he netted his first goal. At only 16, Sanchez became one of the youngest players to ever compete in the prestigious Copa Libertadores. A true prodigy on the rise. His breakthrough season didn't go unnoticed. In 2006, Udinese came knocking, securing his signature. But aware of his raw talent and youth, they opted to loan him out for 2 years. During his first loan spell, Sanchez joined Colo-Colo, where he quickly made an impact. He scored his first goal in the heated Chilean derby against Universidad de Chile, Chile's most intense and storied football rivalry. It was a high-pressure moment that showed Sanchez was not only talented, but also thrived in the biggest of matches, solidifying his place as a rising star in Chilean football. After leading Colo-Colo to a Chilean title, Sanchez's next stop was River Plate, where he played under the rising managerial talent Diego Simeone. The Wonder Boy Alexis, or as he was affectionately known, El Niño Maravilla, continued to shine. He found the back of the net 4 times in 31 appearances, contributing to River's dynamic attack. His time in Argentina further polished his skills, and by the end of his loan spell, the moment everyone had been waiting for arrived, his long-anticipated move to European football, where he was ready to take on the bigger stage. The 2008 to 2009 season marked Sanchez's highly anticipated debut in Serie A, one of the toughest and most tactical leagues in the world. It was a challenging year for the young star as he adjusted to the pace and physicality of Italian football, finishing the season with 3 goals and 2 assists. But giving up wasn't part of his DNA. Despite the initial struggles, Sanchez persevered and built a strong bond with Udinese legend Toto Di Natale, who later hailed Sanchez as the best player he ever played with, a friendship that would shape his growth in European football. The following season marked a turning point for Alexis. Now fully settled in, he began to showcase his true potential, finishing the year with 6 goals and 6 assists. While Udinese struggled in Serie A, finishing a disappointing 15th, they shocked many by reaching the Coppa Italia semifinals, eliminating AC Milan in the process. Sanchez played a pivotal role, scoring Udinese's only goals in both legs of their semifinal clash against Roma. Although they ultimately fell short with a 2-1 aggregate loss, Sanchez's performances cemented his status as a rising star, with his consistency shining through. By the 2010 to 2011 season, Sanchez had become an indispensable figure at Udinese. His partnership with Toto Di Natale was nothing short of magical, as the duo combined for an impressive 39 goals in Serie A. Sanchez himself contributed 12 goals and 10 assists, playing a crucial role in Udinese's remarkable 4th-place finish. This was his true breakout season, where he showcased his versatility, lightning-quick agility, and knack for both scoring and creating chances. His stellar performances earned him the prestigious Most Promising Youngster of the Season award, beating out future stars like Gareth Bale and Neymar. In the summer of 2011, Sanchez's meteoric rise reached its pinnacle. Pep Guardiola's Barcelona came calling, signing the talented winger and bringing the boy from Tocopilla into a squad filled with football legends like Messi, Xavi, and Iniesta. Sanchez was now part of the reigning European champions, arguably the most feared and dominant team in world football at the time. This move marked a defining moment in his career, as he joined a team where his skill, speed, and work ethic would be put to the ultimate test on the biggest stages of European football. Sanchez's Barcelona journey started with silverware, winning the Supercopa de España, though an injury from Marcelo sidelined him shortly after. Just weeks later, he returned to help the team win the UEFA Super Cup, adding yet another title to his growing collection. Though injuries hampered his first season at Barcelona, Alexis Sanchez still produced unforgettable moments. One of his finest came in El Clásico at the Santiago Bernabéu, where Barcelona trailed 1-0 to Real Madrid. After receiving a sublime pass from Messi, Sanchez unleashed a powerful right-footed shot, beating Casillas to equalize, helping Barca secure a 3-1 victory. Sanchez's impact continued in the next El Clásico, where he found the back of the net again. However, this time Real Madrid had the upper hand, exacting revenge with a 2-1 victory at Camp Nou, highlighting the fierce rivalry between the two giants. Sanchez also made his mark in the Champions League, adding to the memorable moments of his debut season. He netted a brace against Bayern Leverkusen, showcasing his composure on Europe's biggest stage. This was just the beginning for Sanchez, as he continued to prove his worth among the world's elite, contributing key goals and unforgettable highlights that solidified his place in Barcelona's star-studded lineup. By the end of his debut season, Sanchez celebrated his first trophy with Barcelona as they lifted the Copa del Rey. He contributed 14 goals and 7 assists across all competitions, a strong start despite injuries. The following season, Barcelona reclaimed the La Liga title, giving Sanchez his first major league triumph. Though they fell short in the Copa del Rey and Champions League semifinals, Sanchez continued to grow as a key player, adding 11 goals and 14 assists to his tally. His dynamic performances solidified his place in the squad, further establishing him as one of Europe's rising stars. It was in the 2013 to 2014 season that Sanchez truly flourished, showcasing his full creativity and lethal goal-scoring ability. Now seasoned and confident, he took his game to new heights, displaying his remarkable speed, strength, and sharp football understanding. This was the season Sanchez truly shone on the big stage, cementing his reputation as a force to be reckoned with. One of his most iconic moments came in El Clásico. Receiving a pass from Neymar, Sanchez evaded Varane and unleashed an exquisite chip from outside the box, stunning Real Madrid's defense and adding a masterpiece to his growing list of career highlights. Despite Sanchez's brilliance, Barcelona narrowly missed out on the La Liga title, finishing as runners-up in a dramatic final match against Atletico Madrid. Sanchez gave Barca hope with a stunning goal, putting them ahead, but Atletico equalized, clinching the title in heartbreaking fashion. Sanchez closed the season with an impressive 21 goals and 16 assists across all competitions, and he added another Supercopa de España to his collection. However, with Neymar's arrival the previous year, his time at Barcelona appeared limited. When offers poured in, Sanchez chose to join Arsenal, a move that would soon bring the defining moments of his career. Sanchez's Arsenal journey began on a high, lifting silverware with a victory over Manchester City in the Community Shield. He made an instant impact, providing an assist in his Premier League debut and scoring his first Arsenal goal in a Champions League qualifier against Besiktas. From that moment, he was unstoppable, racking up goals, assists, and displaying his relentless spirit on the field. Game after game, Sanchez showed his passion, tenacity, and skill, quickly becoming a fan favorite and a crucial force in Arsenal's lineup, known for his tireless work ethic and decisive playmaking abilities. Wenger showered him with praise, and the fans quickly fell in love with the Chilean star. Even Thierry Henry hailed him as Arsenal's best signing in 6 years. In the FA Cup semi-final against Reading, Sanchez delivered with 2 crucial goals, sending Arsenal through to the final. Facing Aston Villa in the final, he set up Walcott's opening goal and later unleashed a breathtaking long-range strike, sealing a dominant 4-0 victory. By season's end, Sanchez had amassed an impressive 25 goals and 12 assists, earning him the PFA Fans Player of the Year award and a place in the Premier League Team of the Season. His performances made him a standout talent in English football, celebrated for his scoring prowess and electrifying play on the biggest stages. The following season, Sanchez was named Arsenal's Player of the Year as the Gunners lifted another Community Shield, this time defeating Chelsea. His incredible form continued, and in September, he scored his first hat-trick for Arsenal, marking a historic achievement, becoming the first player to net hat-tricks in the Premier League, Serie A, and La Liga. Sanchez's versatility and clinical finishing were on full display as he continued to prove himself as one of the most dynamic and prolific players in world football, solidifying his legacy across multiple top European leagues. Arsenal were title contenders that season, but Leicester City's incredible run saw them finish second, their best league position in 11 years. In his third season, Sanchez hit new heights, recording a career-best 30 goals and 18 assists. He was instrumental in Arsenal's FA Cup triumph, scoring the decisive goal in the semi-final against Guardiola's Manchester City, then delivering again in the final against Chelsea. His performance in the final earned him the Man of the Match award as he led Arsenal to another FA Cup victory, cementing his status as one of the club's all-time greats. However, rumors of Sanchez seeking a move for more Champions League action and league success began to swirl. A proposed transfer to Manchester City collapsed on deadline day, and from that moment, his Arsenal journey began to unravel. His dissatisfaction was palpable, and tensions at the club grew. By January, the inevitable happened. Sanchez made a high-profile switch to Manchester United. At Old Trafford, he was greeted as a hero, handed the iconic number 7 shirt with the expectation that he'd become a cornerstone of the team. But the magic that had once defined his game never returned. Some blamed his arrogance, saying his attitude hindered him, while others pointed to United's flawed system, which had already chewed up stars like Falcao and Di Maria. Even Sanchez himself admitted that something felt off from the very first training session at Manchester United. He revealed later that he wanted to return to Arsenal immediately after that initial session, a telling sign of the disconnect. Whatever the cause, his time at United turned out to be a massive disappointment. In 45 appearances, he managed to score just 5 goals, a far cry from the electrifying player he once was. After a frustrating year and a half, Sanchez was loaned to Inter Milan, where he reunited with one of his few close friends from his United days, Romelu Lukaku. Though his brilliance from the Arsenal days had faded, Alexis Sanchez still found his place at Inter Milan. He wasn't scoring goals like before, but what he brought to the team was something deeper: maturity, experience, and a hunger to win. Under Antonio Conte, Sanchez played a key role in the 2020-21 season, helping Inter secure the Serie A title, their first since the famous treble-winning team. He followed that up by winning the Coppa Italia and the Supercoppa, where he delivered a dramatic last-minute winner in extra time, just moments before a penalty shootout seemed inevitable. In total, Sanchez registered 20 goals and 23 assists across his 3 seasons with Inter, leaving a solid mark on Italian football. Then in the summer of 2022, he embarked on a new chapter in France, signing for Olympique de Marseille. At 34 years old, many thought his best years were behind him, but Alexis had other plans. His first season in Ligue 1 has been a resounding success, with 16 goals already to his name, showing that he still has plenty to offer. Defying expectations, Sanchez continues to prove that his class is timeless. His contract may expire at the end of the season, but everyone is hoping for an extension, because Sanchez, it seems, still has more magic to give. One of his standout moments came in the Coupe de France, where he calmly converted a penalty to give Marseille the lead against PSG in the round of 16. Although Marseille fell short in the quarterfinals after a penalty shootout loss, Alexis's contribution was undeniable. In August 2023, Inter Milan joyfully announced the return of Alexis Sanchez, sealing a 1-season deal that marked the beginning of yet another chapter in his illustrious career. Just a year later, in August 2024, Udinese made headlines again by bringing Sanchez back to where it all started, this time securing him on a 2-year contract. On the international stage, Alexis Sanchez stands as one of Chile's greatest ever players. His impact on Chilean football is undeniable. He's their all-time top scorer with 51 goals, and he shares the record for most caps with Gary Medel, both having made 153 appearances. Sanchez's contributions go far beyond just numbers. He's been the heartbeat of Chile's golden generation, leading them to glory in back-to-back Copa America titles in 2015 and 2016. His name is forever etched into the annals of Chilean football history, a true national icon. His most iconic moments came during Chile's back-to-back Copa America triumphs, where he solidified his legacy as a national hero. In the 2015 final against Argentina, Sanchez coolly converted the winning Panenka penalty, securing Chile's first-ever Copa America title, a moment that sent shockwaves of joy throughout the nation. The following year, during the Centenario edition, he led his country to another victory, once again defeating Argentina on penalties in a nail-biting showdown. This time, Sanchez's brilliance shone through as he was awarded the Golden Ball as the tournament's best player, further cementing his status as one of the greatest players in Chilean history. The little boy from Tocopilla, El Niño Maravilla, brought joy to his nation and became a symbol of hope and pride for Chile. Even though he's been out of the spotlight in recent years, we cannot forget that Alexis Sanchez was once one of the best players in the world. Perhaps his move to Manchester United wasn't the right choice, and it cost him his spark. But make no mistake, Alexis has given the game everything, and his legacy as a footballing legend is secure.